What's going on? It's Steve. Right now, we're gonna go check out a pastry chef that's making French entremets that are basically mousse cakes that are visually stunning. So let's go take a peek.
I'm Rochelle Desouza. My business is called Pretty Little Layers. I specialize in something called as an entremet. It's a French dessert made up of different layers and textures. The main component is a mousse, followed by a crema, which is a creamy layer, a crunchy layer, and finally a sponge cake layer on the bottom. And the best part is no two cakes will ever look the same. When I was in my final year of my business degree, my sister gifted me a couple of classes at the Institute of Culinary Education in New York. I came back home to Mumbai and started experimenting with a lot of recipes, which I gave my friends and family to try. And honestly, the joy that my desserts brought to their faces made me realize I want to study pastry professionally. I would say my parents were very keen that I worked at a 9-to-5 job. They didn't know what baking or making cakes for a living meant. My dad would always say, no one's gonna eat cakes all day, all the time. After months and months of convincing, they finally agreed to send me to my dream school, Le Cordon Bleu. When I walked into my first practical at Le Cordon Bleu, that was when I realized that I made the right decision. I wouldn't say it was easy, every day was a challenge, but I gave it my best shot. I would say my pastry journey has been an emotional roller coaster. I'm really grateful to my parents for giving me this opportunity to follow my passion. I really wish my dad was here to see how far I've come. But unfortunately, he passed away 2 months before my graduation. That's when I had two options. One, to either cry over a great job that I lost, or two, to make use of this time that I've never had before and to start a baking business. An entremet takes me about 2 days to make. Each component has to be frozen, and then all the components together in the cake have to be frozen for about 15 to 20 hours because it has to be rock solid before glazing.
So what makes these cakes pop is its shine. So first, white chocolate mirror glaze is poured on top, and then it's finished with a spiderweb effect that has to be the exact right temperature. And trust me, these taste as sweet as they look.
In India, this is an unconventional career choice, especially for women. You won't see a lot of women pastry chefs. It was really hard to break the stereotype, but I'm glad I did. I really want to be an example for all the other girls or women out there who want to follow their dream, because I think ultimately you have to be happy with what you're doing. Don't think about what others want you to be, because your goal should be to be happy and to do what makes you happy.